This is the 6 Sports Desk.
Well, it was a busy day on Michigan State's campus. As you saw earlier, the Izzo Legacy Run, Walk, and Roll ended at Spartan Stadium, which later was filled with fans eager to see the Michigan State football spring game this afternoon. And it's been a long spring for the defending Peach Bowl champions, and it all culminated with one final spring practice of some spring football. Now, the start of practice was all drill work, including some 7-on-7s, where wide receiver Jaden Reed got a one-handed catch inside the 5-yard line. Flashes of last season were on display as Noah Kim puts this ball perfectly ahead of Reed for the great catch. And as we got into the live action portion of the day, the defense started having some fun. On a quick check down pass to Darius Snow, he let him know with a ball-freeing hit. UNLV transfer linebacker Jacoby Windman scoops it up and takes it to the house as the Spartans on both sides of the ball were having some fun. And our Ian Kress was there to see it all, and he tells us more about how the players are starting to lead this team.
Ever since Mel Tucker was hired, one of his biggest goals was to turn his team into a player-led team instead of a coach-led team. And on this 15th and final practice of spring ball, he feels like his team is taking those strides to become the player-led team he's been looking for since day one.
That's been a huge point of emphasis for us, for our guys to hold each other accountable. And we've made some tremendous strides in that area. And it's not something that you can necessarily see like in a practice like that, but we see it every day.
Guys that usually don't speak up, it's a lot of guys that's starting to speak up, you know, being a vocal leader. And like you said, that's very important as a team, you know, bringing the team together, having a great bond. So that's probably one of the most important things that we've grown.
When Coach Tucker first got here, that's when I thought I was a leader, but he challenged me to become more of a leader, and I felt like I did that last year myself, and now I feel like I'm at a position where I can help other people.
We did, the Navy SEAL training, and that was great. And we've got Dr. Kevin Elko who comes to talk to us. We've had a lot of different stuff to grow as a team, and different leaders have, evolved. And I think that is one of the most absolute important things moving into the fall.
So spring practice now comes to an end for Michigan State. One of its biggest emphasis going into the summer and fall is finding a replacement for the Doak Walker Award winner, Kenneth Walker III, as well as a backup quarterback behind Peyton Thorne. Inside of Spartan Stadium, Ian Kress, 6 Sports.
Well, thank you, Ian. Staying on Michigan State's campus, the Spartan baseball team had a rough night in downtown Lansing on Friday night as the Michigan Wolverines dominated the Capital Clash at Jackson Field, beating the Spartans 18-6. So some much-needed bounce back was in order today. At top of the first, with runners on first and second, Jimmy Obertop bounces one through the shift on the left side of the infield. That'll roll all the way into left field, giving Clark Elliott plenty of room to make it home to get the scoring going. Later in the inning, up 3-0 with runners on. Jack Van Remortel sends one into left field. It gets under the glove of Casey Mays. Both runners on base will make it home for the 2 RBI double, making it a 5-0 game in the first inning. And on the mound, it was Michigan's Cameron Weston who did not allow a hit through the first 5 innings of work and tied a season high with 9 strikeouts as the Wolverines would go on to win it 8-2, the final. And speaking of Spartans on the diamond, the Michigan State softball team hasn't had the best success against conference opponents so far this season. The Spartans have only one Big Ten win this year, and it doesn't help when their schedule has them taking on another top 5 Big Ten team this weekend. Out to Madison, Wisconsin we go. The Badgers took game 1 last night, and we're having some fun with Ashley Miller today as Allie Miklish grounds one into center field. It's misplaced by the Spartans, keeps on rolling, ends up being a bases clearing RBI triple for the Badgers and center fielder, making it a 4-0 game. But the Spartans would respond. Macy Lee lines one into center field. The Badgers had some defensive mistakes of their own as Cam Wincher just puts on the booster jets and comes all the way home from first to cut the Badgers' lead in half. Yet Wisconsin wasn't done hitting big as Kayla Conwent sends this one into the outer pastures for a 2-run bomb as the Badgers would go on to win it 8-4 the final. Game 3 of the weekend series is on Sunday at 2 p.m. On the professional diamond, the Detroit Tigers got an uplifting win last night against the Kansas City Royals. And Miguel Cabrera hit a double in the top of the 7th inning, which made him just 5 hits shy of 3,000 for his career. But he did not have a hit this afternoon, so it will be up to the other guys like Dustin Garneau, who came up big in the 2nd inning. With this huge shot to left center, it'll get all the way to the wall, bringing Daz Cameron home from second to tie this game up at 1 run apiece. Not bad hitting with 2 outs on the board. But in the bottom of the 6th, a massive response came from Hunter Dozier. A 2-run blast puts the Royals back on top, and it would stay that way as Kansas City wins it 3-1 the final. The Tigers can still get the series win when they play on Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast, so stay with us.
To have 6 News fill up your tank with the great gas card giveaway every Feel Good Friday until May 6th on WLNS.
Just when you thought things were back to usual, Wallside announces a most unusual offer. 6 years, no interest. Right now, every Wallside window is half off. You can afford to do the entire house and take up to 6 years to pay with no interest and no down payment. Back to usual, it's business as unusual for a very limited time at Wallside. Schedule your safe at home or virtual estimate at wallside.com.
Nothing's better than a win, except a win with BetMGM. We got you feeling the fire, lighting up the court, bringing the house down. Now, you're winning with the king of sportsbooks. You know what to do.
Hello, I'm Dr. Judith Lin. I'm a professor and chief of vascular at MSU Healthcare, and I want to talk a bit about diabetes prevention today. There are a few steps you can take to avoid developing diabetes. Stay away from food with too much sugar. Regular exercise will help your body to maintain a healthy glucose level. Diabetes is one of the leading causes of developing vascular disease and having to see a vascular surgeon for peripheral arterial disease. MSU Healthcare is your source of hope, health, and healing.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-2423. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you
Expecting partly cloudy to mostly cloudy conditions throughout the overnight hours tonight, with our overnight lows all the way down to 27 degrees in the area. As we go throughout the next couple of days, our temperatures will gradually warm. Some snow showers expected on Monday, but any accumulations will be relatively minor. We're in the 60-degree temperatures by the time we get into Friday. And for next weekend, we're really going to focus on that. Saturday, 70-degree temperatures return to the area with lots of sunshine expected. So just deal with these 40-degree temperatures a little bit while longer. There is some relief on the way.
We're not done with the snow.
No, we are not.
Oh, well, that'll do it for 6 News at 11.
We'll
Have
see
a good
you back
night.
here for 6 News this morning. Night, Mom.